I have been waiting for these products since February. If you want to know what I'm talking about, then keep watching. Hi there, it's Hélène, and oh my goodness, the clouds have parted, there's a rainbow in the sky, and I have my Clionadh shadows. I ordered these on February 4th, and the demand was crazy. Everything sold out so quick, and I'm tickled. I'm tickled, I'm so happy. And you know, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Well, so does waiting and waiting and waiting, because man, so February, March, April, May, June, 5.5 months at this point. And I did get another one of these magnetic palettes. I think they are gorgeous. I think you know, where is it? I think you even know that I have this as my back screen on my phone, both lock screen and the background on my phone. I love this design. It is absolutely beautiful. And the magnetic palette is pretty good too. I really do enjoy it. There's big mirror, hello, and lots of room for a bunch of Clionadh shadows. So this is what I got during this latest order, and I did order as well for my friend Steph, who is in Ireland. But before we get into the new stuff, I do want to just go over what it is that I already have so that you have the context of maybe how I was filling holes in my collection. And let's be clear, I want everything from Clionadh. But I also do want to try other brands. So I order as I can. And so this is 2 other palettes that I have. So these are a bunch of highlighters that you'll see on this side. And the highlighters I use as eyeshadow. I love this periwinkle color. This is Sorbet, a 3 shadow pan highlighter. Got some greens up here, and then a bunch of my mattes down here. This one was repressed a while back. So that is one palette, and I really like the Clionadh mattes. As is the case for other companies, mattes do shatter a little bit more easily than shimmers or metallics. Yeah, I really love everything in here, and I have a thing for lime green. So that's part of why I have my greens a little bit off to the side here. Everything that I've tried from Clionadh, I love. Very simple. I love it all. And this other palette is the rest of my singles from Clionadh. And I got most of these in mystery bags. And I ordered them just mystery bags for the simple reason that I knew that no matter what I would get from Clionadh, I would love it. And so it didn't really matter what singles I got. I just knew I would love them. So yeah. So that's the second palette. And I have a couple of quads, and they are just regular pan size Aftershock highlighters, which I use as eyeshadow, and they're very hard to see color-wise on the on camera. So I will just suffice it to say that they look amazing on the eye, and I have a lot of videos on these. I highly recommend them. I don't think you can get them in small pans anymore, but they do sell them in the larger pans. As a matter of fact, I got one of them for my friend Steph a while back, and they look so good on the eye. Of course, you can use them wherever you would use highlighter, but on the eye, I get questions what I have on every time I use these. They're beautiful. If I showed just a little bit more enthusiasm, I'm thinking I was getting to infomercial level. I didn't mean to do that. I just love the brand so much. Okay, and like I said, I've done a ton of videos. I will try to put a bunch of those videos in the description box for you. Let's get into these. And this is a very interesting situation because a lot of what I bought is Multichromes. And Multichromes don't show perfectly on camera their depth, their dimension, but I will do my best to swatch these for you. So let's just talk a little bit about what it is that I have. There are 4 of them. Just make sure that I've got this right. Yes. Okay. So there are 4 in this pan that I already have, but I only had 4 total of these, so I thought I would just leave them in. So I've got these 4, Gothic, Smolder, Forge, and this one, is it Luminaire? I keep forgetting that name. Yeah, Luminaire. So those are 4 that I already owned, just 4. These are quite expensive. They're multichromes. Multichromes are not cheap. And because of the sale, I got as many as I possibly could. And then these 2 are singles that I just could not resist. This one is Utopia. And Daydream. And I thought that these 2 would go well with a number of the ones that I selected in my new batch. And then this one, I just dug my nail in one of them. Dang it. That seems to happen a lot with any shadow these days. And then this set of 9 is called the Iridescent Multichrome Highlighting Bundle. It's a 9-piece bundle. And yeah, it's I got that bundle specifically because of how much I love the Aftershock highlighters. And they just made me think of that, but with a multi-chrome effect. And since I love the Aftershock highlighters so much, I thought that that series of 9 I would probably really enjoy. That's the whole background on these, and I think we are ready to do a swatching party. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the more traditional type shadows first, and then get into the multichromes that I have. And so the traditional ones I'm talking about are this one-off swirl of a large pan here, where there are really 4 shadows in here. So I'm going to swatch that one first, then these 2 round pans, and then go into the singles and finish up with this Series 2 Iridescent Multichrome. Hopefully that's a plan. Like I said, I'm super excited. I'm really happy that you're here with me to demo and celebrate all at once. And let's go and start with the big guy. So this one is just called one-off on the order. And I do recommend these one-offs as long as you like all of the colors in the pan, because they are so, first off, unique. And you get 4 colors, 3 to 4 colors in a really inexpensive way. And you know that those colors all go together because they've been mixed together. So that is my rationale for always wanting to try one-off. So I'm going to go into the purple first. That is beautiful. Just swatch it twice. Boy, that really matches my eye look today. And it's beautiful. Wow. So no name to it, but that's okay. And this kind of a minty green turquoise hybrid. I'm going to that one next. That is very pretty. So let's go here. Oops. It's more minty green, I think, than anything else. It's quite pretty. Okay, let's do it again. Of course, the finger. Oh, those are very pretty. That is so nice. Okay, and I've got my ring finger here to go into that kind of, it's like between a bronze and a gold. It's quite pretty as well. They're all pretty. I'll stop saying what I'm saying. Okay, and we're going to go and swatch it here. Oh yeah, it's a little bit more peachy. That is really nice. I thought it was more gold, but you can see it's more peachy on the arm. And I'm going to go in for a second go, of course. Very shimmery. That might be a really nice topper, actually. I'll have to do a look with just these. That is really pretty. Here's the finger. Oh yeah, love it. And I have a fourth one, which is this guy right here. And we'll do that right now. And I'm going to use my pinky. Make sure I'm getting enough. Oh, it is a very light color. That would be the brow bone color for sure. Or inner corner, or both. Because it's the pinky, I'm going to go 3 times in because the pinky is not a whole lot of real estate, at least on my hand. Yeah, that is a very nice set of 4 for an eye look for sure. I would probably pair it with a matte, but they are beautiful. So that is 4 shadows in one pen. I think the pen was $9 Canadian, so about $6 US for 4 shadows. I mean, that is really inexpensive. So beautiful. And how many of us completely pan all of our eyeshadows? This is an economical way of trying a bunch of Clionadh Cosmetics eyeshadows. Okay, I've cleaned off my hand, and we're going to try these 2 singles right here that I mentioned we would try next. And the purple is Daydreamer and I think Utopia. Yeah, Utopia and Daydreamer. So I'm going to do those 2 right away. Daydreamer is quite flaky. Here are the 2 fingers. And let's swatch. Utopia. Oh, nice. Really like the eye look I have on today. And Daydreamer. And Daydreamer, the mattes, Clionadh mattes are beautiful. Okay, so that is those 2. Let's go back in the pan. There was quite a bit of kick up with Daydreamer, so that is what I'm going to pick up. So there was quite a bit. You definitely don't have to swirl in the pan for Clionadh shadows. The one thing that I will say though, that you have to be super careful about for Clionadh is their pans are not super magnetic. So they will move around if you don't have a good magnetic base to hold them. Here's Daydreamer. And for some reason I put Utopia on a different finger for the second swatch. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, with Daydreamer, I just want to go in a 3rd time because I kind of went in with a light hand on the second go because there was enough kick up that I thought I had enough on the finger. So I think that was me just not picking up enough. Yeah, there we go. It's a beautiful pastel. Holy cow. Look at that. And I just tapped in. I just hadn't tapped enough last time. Gosh, it really comes through, at least in the viewfinder. It's almost like a neon pastel. That's beautiful. I love playing with these, I really do. Okay, now we're going to go into those one-offs for the multichromes. Except for the series 2, those iridescent multichromes, I really had to narrow it down. And so the ones I picked, I really thought about it. So let's go with the first one. This one right here, which is Oculus. And Oculus, last time I ordered, before that February order, it was sold out. And it sells out constantly. And I shouldn't be surprised because they are such unique shadows or multichromes. But I hope you can see, just because of how round my finger is, that some other colors are going to show up. It has purple, emerald green, deep blue, fuchsia. It's all sorts of goodness. So I'm going to do Oculus right here. Oh gosh, it's so nice. They have a black base, so the colors underneath just come through like crazy. Oh my goodness. And the finger again, so maybe with the finger you can see more. It's just so beautiful. So that's Oculus, and I will not do a second swatch. I don't see the point. It's so opaque. Okay, so that's Oculus. My goodness. So Oculus is not necessarily all my favorite colors, but the oil slick nature of it just has me mesmerized, or had me mesmerized. And then this one, Illumination, if you know me on this channel at all, it's lime green. And I need lime green in my life, in all aspects of my life. I need lime green. So this is Illumination, this one. I'm going to put it right next to Oculus. Oh, wow. And it has, yes, lime green, yellow, and that is a shift that I would absolutely love on my eye. So that is Illumination right there. That is beautiful. Just going to put a little bit more, just in case it makes a difference for you on camera. And it seems to have a little bit of a peach undertone too. Just a tiny bit. Okay, it's as beautiful as I was hoping. This next one up here is Spotlight and Kaleidoscope. So those are the next two we're going to do. And it's funny, they look so basic in the pan, but they are anything but basic. They're just gorgeous. Well, as you can tell by the swatches you've seen so far. Hopefully they're coming through on camera. I keep saying that, but it's so true. They look so different on camera compared to what they look like in real life. So this is Spotlight. This is a pink blue lilac, really. Finger. It's a little bit gritty, so I'm going to do it one more time just to make sure that you see what I see as much as possible. It's so pretty. So pretty. Oh. And then we have Kaleidoscope that I'm going to do next. Oh yeah, that one, I remember why I got that one. We've got pink, pinky peach, and lime green. How could I not love that color? Ho, 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 ho. I've got mascara under my nail. Jeez, okay. One more time. Oh yeah. That is just beautiful. Just beautiful. And the micro shimmer in that one is more apparent just because the two colors are so different. Okay, sadly wiping off those fingers. And we're going to go into the next set. Now the next two are Tourette and Cathedral. You can tell I haven't swatched those. I hadn't swatched any of the new ones until I filmed. So I'm discovering them 100% with you. So let's go into Tourette. Here we go. Tourette. This one is a pink, purple, and kind of a gray. It has some copper in it too, peach. I don't know if you can see more on the finger, what I can see. Let's just go in for a second go. Out of all of them, Oculus, the first multichrome, really packs quite a punch because of its super black base. But Tourette is, I would call it a very wearable multichrome for everyday use because its shifts are there, but kind of eye-catching as opposed to what the heck do you have on your eye? You know, not just kind of a little bit more of a subtle statement compared to something like Oculus or Smolder, where you cannot hide the fact that those are really impactful colors. And depending on the situation, maybe you don't want to draw that much attention to your eyes, right? Okay, so that was Tourette, and now we are at Cathedral. And Cathedral was, again, I think a wearable multichrome. I wanted some that were super punchy and then some that I could more so wear on the day-to-day. And Cathedral felt like another good one. Yes, they're both purple. I know, I have a thing with purple. So that last one is Cathedral. And it has gold and purple, and that is such a nice pairing. Let me see what else I see in here. I see pink, bronzy, gold, purple, kind of a flash of burgundy as well. There's a lot going on in this color. Oh wow. And they go on, they're real powerful multichromes, go on like very sticky, and it's that same benefit you get from finger application on the eye. There's just more depth to the color than a brush, and they have that in significant amount. So that is, those first four was that one-off color. Those are the two singles, and then we were into the multichromes. Those are all the single multichromes that I got. And now we're going to get into that set of 9. Just a reminder, this is the set of 9 Series 2 Iridescent multichromes with one crooked pan. But they're about to all get more crooked because I have to lift them up to swatch them. So here is the first one. It is called Halo. Very interesting color. It's peach and gold. We'll do 3 at a time. So that was Halo. This is Phosphorescent. That is a very good color. There's lime green in it. Phosphorescent. And this one is Chromatic. Halo, Phosphorescent, Chromatic. Holy cow. Wow. Halo and Phosphorescent. Wow. I really hope these are coming through for you. I will do a second swatch, but my goodness. The amount of sparkle in these things. Oh gosh. Halo, Phosphorescent, and Chromatic. Chromatic looks like it has kind of a blue-gray base. Phosphorescent is a gorgeous, gorgeous lime green and like a peachy base. And then this one just looks like it's fiery red and grayish blue. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. And on the finger, it looks like Phosphorescent has kind of a hot pink in the base as well. And then this one, Halo, has yellow in it as well. That's just not coming through in my swatch, but it definitely has yellow. And then Chromatic has some, yeah, red, fiery red, yellow. There's a lot to all three of these. Nice. Okay, we're getting into the next row right here. And they are Aura, Fluorescence, and Ray. Aura, Fluorescence, and Ray. So Aura is definitely a purple and pink. Fluorescence is very much like Phosphorescent, but how are they different? Oh, Phosphorescent, okay. Fluorescent has more of a blue, pink, peach, and Phosphorescent has more of a green base. This one definitely pulls more to the blue. It's just the angle I'm looking at it, the green pops up, but there's blue and pink in here as well. And then Ray is hot pinky peach with that kind of a blue base as well. I do hope they're coming through for you. Here are the fingers. They're just so beautiful in real life, I tell you. Holy cow. Okay, second go. Aura, Fluorescence, and Ray. Oh yeah, Ray is really coming through. Oh boy, oh boy. I will have weeks of playing with these. So, so nice. They are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so that is the second row. And I know for a fact they don't show up on camera with a ring light the same way as they do in person. But I hope you will take my awe as an indication of how amazing they are. They're just so good. And I have to say, I have a multichrome from Pat McGrath coming. And boy, yeah, spoiler alert, but boy, they're going to have a rough time competing with these multichromes, I am sure. And the last three are Luxe, UV, and Spectrum. This is Luxe. Come on. This is Luxe, UV, and Spectrum. I took them out of the magnetic palette before showing you, so I had to show them individually. Luxe. Oh, beautiful. UV. Oh, that is a good name for it. Looks like a black light shadow. And Spectrum. Those are so nice. They're all so nice. They just also are. They're all so nice. Okay, let's swatch these again. So the first one, Luxe, is, it has hot pink, it has blue, lime green, and yellow. Gosh, what does it not have? It's gorgeous. And then UV is definitely hot pink and kind of that UV purple. I think everybody knows what that's like. And then finally Spectrum has lime green gold and that kind of blue hot pink aspect to it. Got Luxe again. Boy, that builds up nice. UV. And then Spectrum. So looking at all of these, I know that while I'm editing, I'm going to feel like, yes, Hélène, you kept talking about it, but there's no way that you as the viewer could really get the sense of it through the camera. They're just so good. And I have I think it's called Trichrome coming in from, I think it's what's called Trichrome, that's what she's calling it, from Pat McGrath. And I'm kind of going, you have some stiff competition, Pat, if you are getting into the multichromes. And given your price point, it better be stinking amazing compared to these guys. Because they are, even though for a shadow they're super expensive, for a multichrome pricing, compared to Pat McGrath pricing, yeah, the Pat McGrath has to be pretty amazing overall. Now, let me take a look at all of the multichromes here. So multichromes start from here to here, and then all of the top forearm. And from my perspective, I am more excited about the Iridescent bundle than I am about these. But like I said, well, except for Oculus. Oculus, I think, is just amazing. But what I'm talking about is more about these. But if you recall earlier in the swatching video, I did say that I went and chose some multichromes that would be better for daily use. And as I look at these, I really think that these guys are the ones that are more appropriate for daily use. And these are pretty good for adding just a punch to a look. I don't think that I would make them the primary aspect of a look. I think that I would just add a significant amount of interest to the look of kind of like something different about what she's got on, without it being a what the heck is on your eye. And I think that these guys can do it. I think that they can act as a topper because they have an iridescence to them and kind of I think they're called almost an invisible base, not a white base, because you can kind of see through them. So I think it's more like a transparent base. That if you pair them properly with a look, with the colors in a look that you have set as a base, like a base of all mattes, and then you slap this on the lid or the center lid or anything like that, you can really make a statement without it being an in-your-face statement. Hopefully that makes sense. All in all, at this point I'm rambling because I'm excited. All in all, I am super happy about all of them. Let me just bring the palette back out as I wipe my fingers. Okay, here they are all again in reasonable order. The palette's a little bit dusty now that I've swatched everything. So yeah, these are what I am the most excited about, and that's a good thing because I ordered the whole series. And then when it comes to these, I am pretty excited because they are all pretty wearable colors, and I can definitely see myself using these two in an office setting because they are very approachable. Now, when I want a statement eye, I will definitely be going for this one, and possibly a punch of color from this one, just using more of it than I might for a day-to-day look. And finally, for the singles, I did really enjoy swatching these. This one is as gorgeous as I was hoping, and it will be giving Optimized and the Norvina Periwinkle color a run for their money, because that is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous periwinkle matte. They hit that one out of the park, and I'm probably going to pair it with this guy right here, because all four, is it 4 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 of the colors in here are, first off, super, super well paired together, and they're all beautiful. I mean, those first 6 swatches are the singles in that set of 4 colors in that one pan, the one-off they call it. I don't regret any of this purchase. All of it is beautiful, including this third palette with this design. I love the artistry of Clionadh, and this is just one more example of the type of unique, memorable products they produce and make available to the world. So yeah, really happy with this swatching session. Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know if there are any of those individual shadows that you would like to see me use sooner than later. I would appreciate your feedback. And with that, I will say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.